have his own 30 minutes into the show. All right. Hey, it's November 14th, 2025, and it's time to wake up, Wilmington.
Rise and shine.
We'll be right back. I forgot this one.
Mics are on, and you're live.
Hey.
Good Friday morning. Yeah, Friday morning. Hey, it's been a while since I've been up here.
That's good.
Janice's been needing some help with some extra dogs at Doggy Day School, and of course last week we had the snow and the cold, and wasn't sure what the sidewalks look like. And like Rick and I said, in a wheelchair, it's a little different maneuverability wise in the snow and the ice.
Well, and you missed our serial pooper.
I heard that.
Again?
It was a good thing I didn't come in. I might have rolled right through it. Never noticed it.
I know. It was
Just
well, I saw.
wow. I don't know if it's coincidental or what, but there was no serial pooper today, and who's not here?
Which one? Which one of you is not?
Bingo.
Hey. Something the
It must
cameras.
have been that day he was wearing the dress because he can just squat down.
Oh,
You don't even know it's him.
that's something the cameras will catch.
Yeah, because I've seen the serial poopers pictures on Facebook at a few other different locations in town. One was on actually they did it on the footstep of somebody's pickup truck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect aiming, I guess.
They don't have anything like that up in Fayette County, do they?
No, we don't.
No, not at all.
No.
Hey,
never.
morning, Vicky.
Vicky Kendall.
First one on the air today.
Morning.
You can't see that.
No.
I'm good. I'm good.
She's there.
I wanted to add some class to the show, so.
Yes.
Yeah, you sure did.
Especially after you had to clean the front of your
Yeah,
shirt,
coffee,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez. That's why I don't drink coffee. It stains too easy.
It does.
I have to have coffee.
Oh.
I'm out on the coffee.
Oh. How would you survive?
What, no coffee?
Yeah.
I hadn't had coffee since
Oh.
I was in high school.
Oh.
I was working third shift at LK,
Seriously?
the old
Since you
71
were
and
in high
73.
Oh, my.
So I've not had
And
coffees.
you're like 35 right now?
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, 35 would be a good age, but yes. So I hadn't had coffee since I've been 18 years old.
Who is ORCS?
Ohio Revised Code. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. This is our magician friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's saying, why don't you invite orcs to Thanksgiving? They would start gobbling everything up.
Jeez.
Is this a little tongue-in-cheek?
Yes, it has to be.
I guess.
yeah.
I guess.
Yes. Huh.
So I will defer to the voice of the
Mike
Panthers
Trace.
there and let him take over.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're I'm in the wrong chair. I'm out of sequence here.
Well, that's why we're giving you the Gibbs.
You're the center of attention.
Yeah, we're just going to give you the Gibbs slap every now and
I
then.
thought you were either trimming or cutting your beard off. Or is this at the end of November?
November 30th, probably.
Oh, okay.
Probably. I don't know. I'm kind of liking it now.
Oh, I can't handle mine that.
It keeps my face warm though.
I know, but man, it gets
Keeps
mine
your
gets.
face warm.
Yeah.
It does.
Of course, I have to work outside. See.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
All that work you do.
Yeah, I just can't handle my beard that long because it gets caught in the zippers. And
Oh yeah.
then,
I have that trouble.
Usually, I know when it's time
Whose
to,
zippers does it get caught
Whoa.
in?
zipper on the sweatshirts. Yeah.
Okay.
Zing. And of course, when you start eating it,
Oh,
when
we're
you're.
back to Lord of the Rings.
a
Orcs are
family
the bad
show.
guys in the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
You missed the turkey tips.
I
Oh,
watched.
the what tips?
Turkey.
Oh, yeah, they were
Turkey
talking
foods.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
what's-
And we're also going to talk some of the matchups. I saw some. I don't know if I can find it again, but some of the matchups this weekend.
Yeah,
as
I'm a
far as-
little upset with the Ohio High School Athletic Association right now.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Because
because because
Get into it?
they're taking Xavier and Moeller to Welcome Stadium.
yes,
Now, 2 years ago, they had Xavier and Moeller at Mason. And I didn't mean to kick
No,
you, but I'm
you're
having
fine,
space.
you're
was
fine.
it
No,
easier
you're
for you
fine.
to get on the field at Mason? Or
I was able.
like my
I
wife.
know the athletic director, so I was able to get every time I've gone to Mason.
well,
I've got
he's from Wilmington.
yes, I've got a field pass. But that night, I remember that game because everybody was throwing a fit because it was at Mason. They wanted to play it at Nippert. Well, Nippert holds what, 50-some thousand? You weren't going to hold that much. UD holds 11. Mason holds right at 7.
But how many does Welcome hold?
Welcome holds 11,000. So
Well, we've done when we were doing Massey, we did Massey at Welcome Stadium.
yes,
We've done several games at Mason, and they weren't even. I don't even think Wilmington was involved in the games. We just did a couple good matchups
Right.
there, and of course the athletic director at Mason,
yes.
has Wilmington.
Right, he
ties.
was the high school or the college basketball coach in the early 2000s when I also went to his camps.
Right. So that he's the only athletic director that ever asked me though if we were making money from our stream.
So, yeah, I was hoping they would hold that game at Mason. That it holds 7,000 people. It was a sellout, but Mason to get a game next week
Yeah.
because
So what did we say? Mason holds about 4,000,
Mason holds 7.
7,000.
Yes, 6,000 seating, 7,000 capacity.
Atrium, right? Atrium Stadium.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of hoping for a London, Hamilton Baden victories tonight, because next week is neutral fields, and Trace would be a good place to hold a neutral field game next week if they bid
would
bid
get
on it.
It would get it, especially
Yes.
if you had like a London,
Yeah, in the Cincinnati school.
or actually even if Jackson ended up beating London.
Yeah.
London just barely pulled that game out last week, so I don't know.
Well, their very first game, they only won 17-14, something like that
Yeah.
before they. So it will be interesting matchups this weekend. It's going to be some good ball.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you get this far into it. I mean, all the games should
They're
be
all
pretty.
good
They
teams.
should be pretty good.
Oh
Pretty
yeah,
good matchups.
yeah. I mean, unfortunately, Massey just ran into a buzzsaw last week. I mean, the guy picks off a pick six for a 100-yard return, and then they scoop and fumble a 30-yard score all in the first half. And Massey, before you know it, they're down 21-7.
Kind of shell shocked.
Yeah, and matter of fact, Taft actually had the coach of the year for the Southwest District, the offensive player of the year for the Southwest District, and the defensive player for the Southwest District. So they had a trifecta on the Southwest District honors this year.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be a good ball game between them and Indian Hill tonight.
Yeah, there's a couple matchups that could happen that kind of puts Trace's facilities right in the middle of things,
In
because you
play.
got.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have a potential Uniota Jonathan Alder matchup as well.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Well, Trace's facilities are excellent, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it would be probably some of the schools that would be central to these other schools.
Right.
It would be the choice.
and I have talked to a couple athletic directors who say sometimes hosting a playoff game isn't as all as it's cracked up to be. You're really not making any money. You're barely breaking even. You've got to get your boosters lined up to run the concessions, the chain gang, all set back up after being gone for 2 weeks. So,
Sean's already volunteered his
oh,
service.
has he?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Sounds
Well,
good.
you know, I mean, I graduated from Wilmington in '78, so I did like the old setup at Trace where everything was on one side. It sort of gave you that small college feel when you were in high school because there was nothing around there like that.
Yeah, I missed the pit. That had when we did the Campus Nation basketball games there. That was an interesting venue to be able to do games from.
Oh, exactly.
I don't miss the stairs from Jackson though.
No.
Them were tough. Getting up to the press
Oh,
box.
I bet.
Oh,
Especially when you get to the top on the one side and the door's locked.
yes.
You have to go
Yeah.
around.
And Joe was the one that was leading us, wasn't
That's
he?
right. We were following the dumb follow the
Why?
dumber.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, good old Joe.
Yeah. So Joe's not here today if you can't
He's
figure that
probably
out fixed.
watching.
Yeah.
He has to watch to make sure no one talks bad.
No, he hadn't chimed in yet, so he could be ghost watching us at this time.
That's right. Yeah, probably so.
Oh. Well, speaking of Wilmington, look outside Wilmington or weather.
Is this your Uncle Punky's look outside weather?
Yes.
Look
Sunny.
Look out the window weather.
Yeah, sunny with some clouds.
It's sunny. You call that
Well,
sunny?
it will be.
There was a
That's
beautiful sunrise
Yeah.
this morning.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
High of 59 today. Go mow that grass before winter.
I saw some guys mowing it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Winds 5 to 11 today. So good,
Yeah,
beautiful
actual
day.
real weather. don't
Yeah,
you?
beautiful
You
day.
don't just
Yes.
say look out. You actually have recorded weather. right?
Yes. I've learned how to multitask so I can watch all my binge shows that I watch in the evening and do my,
Notes
homework.
for the show.
Yeah. Notes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be a great
Beautiful
evening
weekend
for
for high school
watching
football.
high school football. So
Which one would I go
Yeah.
to? What's closest?
Close to
we're
what?
me and my crew, we're going over to London.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that would either, probably the interest in particular is that
Oh, yeah.
Jackson is in the FAC.
Right, so you've got the
So you
following.
want to follow, and see,
Yeah.
whether Jackson could pull it off. Or
Right.
Whether, and London may have just had an off night that, the,
Well, you get
but they
that.
also play some good teams.
Well, yeah,
you
they're
get
playing,
the- well,
they're
you
playing
get
McNicholas.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you get the
they're
week
never
off,
a slouch.
and you get that week off, so you're sort of out of your routine and everything. So
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Mark wants to know where the mac and cheese is.
Oh. Well, that's a big subject, isn't it?
We left it at the door. That's why Joe didn't come in.
That's right.
Yeah.
We did have
mac and cheese.
we did
Yeah.
have pumpkin chocolate chip.
Yeah, we got
cookies.
pumpkin
yeah.
chocolate chip cookies this morning,
Yeah, and they were delicious.
They're good.
Yeah.
and so and if you guys are nice and lucky, I'm sure Steph will whip you up a few cookies closer to the Christmas.
So we have no games tonight as far as and I've got other things I've got to get done tomorrow. Campus Nation is not actually doing the broadcast as Campus Nation. We're doing the Flow Sports broadcast. It'll be the last Wilmington College home football game, so we'll be doing that tomorrow night.
Aren't they doing
I
well?
guess you could say I will be doing that. I'll be engineering it, and
They
we
have their
usually-
own broadcast team.
we do the broadcast. I bring in the equipment. I engineer the broadcast. I do the switching, just like I do for the show here. But Wilmington College supplies me with interns, so I've got 2 camera people, one in the field and one in the booth. I've got.
So he's got as many minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they supply me with the people that and we've got a play-by-play and a color that are. The one kid, he went to Miami, and he's really a good announcer. But we hadn't seen him since the first home game. But he's back for the game tomorrow. And then one of our regular guys that have been doing it since we kicked Joe out of the booth.
Did he tumble down the stairs?
No.
He usually falls upstairs.
Okay.
He doesn't fall downstairs.
You fall downstairs, he
I fall
falls
downstairs,
upstairs.
He falls.
Okay.
Speaking of falling downstairs, so I sleep in a room that has blackout curtains, so it's always very dark.
Right.
But the problem is I'm old, and when I first rise up out of the bed, I can get a little lightheaded or dizzy or whatever. So this morning, my son-in-law's upstairs. I have the incomplete upstairs. My daughter and my son-in-law live downstairs, and in the condo. And so anyway, but they come upstairs to shower or get ready. And my son-in-law, he works a strange schedule at Timber Tech. So
Oh, 3 on, 3 off, 12-hour
he
days
was,
or whatever.
he was up like at 3 o'clock, getting in the shower or whatever, getting ready. Because I get up at 4:30. But anyway, long story short, I get up and suddenly get dizzy, and I'm on the ground. And he heard the thud.
Oh,
when I fell.
gee.
Fortunately, I didn't hit anything, but I still fell down on the floor. And he says, "You okay?" Because the doors, I keep the door closed and the lights off. So I think I'm going to have to get me a night light.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to get me at least a little, soft blue light or something, so that I can have that on, so that when I get up, because if there's a light on, I have no problem. But it's just when it's total dark, and I do this, because I'll get up to use the restroom or whatever during the night, and so it's probably just as well that I go to Walmart or whatever and get one of those kids, crocodile night lights or something, so that I've got at least a little glow. Because then I have no problem getting up and walking around in the room.
So
Why did Gandalf stand on his alarm clock? Because a wizard is always on time.
oh, jeez.
You are a much better magician than you are stand-up comedian.
I'm just saying the dad jokes are just about ready to come back.
No, we don't want your dad jokes.
Oh, well,
Those are about as bad.
I got a joke I could say. He also told his aunt years ago when he was only about 7 or 8, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it too far down the rabbit hole?
No. I will just offend.
Half the crowd.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if you're, as the saying says, blondes have more fun, but blondes are also a little slow sometimes. So,
Oh,
I
huh?
heard that.
So I'm going to keep my mouth shut and not say the joke. I'll say it off air.
is that like the one cornstalk and it's?
For the seniors? Or for, the one cornstalk corn maze? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
kinda
that,
like
that would make it nice in the wheelchair, just roll around and say I'm done. Won't have to send out the search party with the GPS to find me someplace.
Oh shoot. Oh.
All right, well, we're going to take a break. It's 8:17, but we'll break early.
Wow.
And when we come back, do we have anything to talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little.
What did we bring you guys in for, huh?
They've got tons of
We
stuff.
brought us in for our pretty faces.
Oh, that's it.
But
That's it. Just
yeah, I've got a little follow up on your bring down the wall, Mr. Goverchek. You guys said Tuesday.
Ooh.
Something interesting.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
That's.
How a basket full of newborn kitties steered a 20-ton luxury cruise liner to safety.
Saving more than just 9 lives.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Feel-good stories that we make up just for you every Monday morning.
One would say it's a perfect way to start the week.
Why would anyone say that, Steve?
No idea.
These stories and the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater on The Murphy Report.
Hey Amanda, what's the first thing a kitty says when it's being held at gunpoint?
I give up.
Exactly. The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us. Could underused vowels soon be a thing of the past?
unroll that toilet paper. It's a vowel movement of epic proportions.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
News you need, including the comings and goings at the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater, downtown Wilmington.
With the Murphy Report, your number 2 source for useless information.
That's our cornerstone.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
A new report for you every Monday morning on our YouTube channel.
Or the Murphy Theater website.
Speaking of vowels, Steve, I understand you recently learned the golden rule of I before E.
That's right, now I finally know how to spell one of my favorite words.
Let me guess. Friendship.
Pie.
The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
think zoo animals are uncooperative now, turning their backs on visitors and hiding in caves?
Well, buckle up for even more disappointment because now they're forming their own union.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. In depth, behind the scenes stories just like these that we will dig up.
And sometimes make up. So don't you give up.
Not on us.
On The Murphy Report. Visit us on our website, themurphytheater.org, or on our own YouTube channel.
A new report is dropped every Monday morning.
It's news you can't count on The Murphy Report.
Hey, Amanda, what do panda bears with open sores and disgruntled zebras on strike have in common?
They both picket, Steve.
They both picket, Amanda.
It's news you can use.
And some you can lose on The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
All right, let me turn these back on and get you guys back on the air. You're back.
Hey,
We'll continue this conversation on the other
on
side.
we'll continue our conversation on the flip side, folks.
Yeah. Nothing bad. It's just
No.
It's off-air conversation.
Yes, we
All
always
right, so
have that.
what do we have here? We have this day in history. What did we do?
Yeah, okay, well, this is sort of interesting because this was on Channel 9's Facebook page a few days ago, and you guys were talking about Tuesday about the wall. So this was on Channel 9's CPO out of Cincinnati 5 days ago on their Facebook page. A 73-year-old Hamilton woman was shocked to learn that her childhood letter to Premier Gorbachev, former premier of the Soviet Union, asking for peace, showed up in a recently released former KPG dossier on the assassination of President Kennedy.
Right. So she had written a letter
to Premier Khrushchev.
And so they were revealing some information that was like, I don't know whether it was classified or
Right.
whatever.
But it was all lumped in there.
But it showed that the Kremlin had actually probably looked into her a little bit.
That's what her next thing is. She says her name was Debbie Harrison. So the letter was an assignment to write about the assassination of JFK at her school, St. Mary's Catholic.
Yeah, she was a student.
Yes, I thought, what in the world am I doing there? Then she thought, I wonder if the KBG was following her at the age of 13. So here is her letter that she wrote. Let's see if I can get the date. Get this enlarged real quick for the date, folks. It was November. Oh, come on. Of course, when it works, she doesn't want to. Anyway, she says, Premier Khrushchev, yes, I'm an 11-year-old, and I want the whole world to live together in peace. Don't you think it would be a good idea for you to take down the Berlin Wall as a good faith effort in tribute to President Kennedy and for our new president, President Johnson? And she said sincerely, Debbie. So you're wondering what
If
did
that
they-
was part of the motivation?
I don't know, but it just makes you think, you never know what the government's really holding on for this long, especially in a dictatorship.
Yeah, and we look at this. We look at the Soviet Union, and even now, currently at Russia, and you think about them as the enemy.
Yeah, evil empire.
Yeah, but I think that what we really should think about, and I'm not saying because I wouldn't want to live in Russia or live under their system. I still think that democracy and I think that capitalism is the best form, as far as governing. But at the same time, those people that live in Russia and some of the orbits of the Russian empire, we'll call it, they're just like us. They're just trying to make a living. They're trying to raise families.
Just day by day.
And so what we have to think about is, what does our government pull on us? We know that it happens. We know they lie to us. We know they deceive us.
Really?
We know they do things and it's not always in our best interest. And it's the same thing with Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her letter was written November 25th, 1963. And it's been in their system that long.
Right, which was after John Kennedy was
Yes.
assassinated.
So what's even funnier and crazier is when I was in the early 90s when Clinton was our president, he showed up on the cover of Sports Illustrated that one time in
Was that in the Speedo?
No, he was in the Razorback, Arkansas Razorback wind jacket warm-up suit because the Razorbacks were doing very, very well that year in the NCAA.
Right.
So I said, oh, what the heck? So I shipped it off to him for an autograph, put a little letter in there, put $5 for return postage, the whole thing. And a month went by, never got anything back. 2 months went by, never got anything back. So I said, okay, they've trashed it or whatever. Then lo and behold, it shows up in the mail with a letter from the office saying the president cannot give autographs while he's in office. Sent me my $5 back, sent me my Sports Illustrated back, and sent me a little business card. So it's either, we call them back those days, but facsimile autograph, or I don't know if it was auto pen. I don't know what they, whatever they used back then. But it was a little business card with President Clinton's name on it and President of the United States above it. So I still have it.
Right.
So it's
that was nice.
Yeah, it was just something cool. And when I saw her letter bring that up, it's like, yeah, what does the government really hold on all of this that we never know about?
Well, we know they hold everything.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing secret, and it's not just the government, it's,
Everything.
big business.
Yes.
And, banking and, medical, they have it all.
Yeah, I must have hit a nerve. Uncle Punky's burning up the paper over here.
Yeah, well, I just got a message from Boney.
Oh,
From
Boney
Florida.
is down in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's got breaking news. He said, he told me this, and this is from Boney. This is not from me, so.
Oh.
He said the Browns' throwback uniform is going to be the Ravens' uniform, so maybe they can win a game.
Oh.
To the left of you is a big Browns fan.
Oh! That makes it even better.
And then to the right of you, you got a diehard
Before you
Bengal
make fun
fan.
of Ohio
Yeah.
football teams, you better know which side of the...
Right. Well, I had to
Side of the
go.
aisle, you are.
Right. Well, I saw somebody said that they ought to just combine the Browns and the Bengals and put them in Columbus, and you'd have a good offense and a good defense, and only have half one team from Ohio.
You might be able to get a good team if you put...
Put the two and two together.
Well, I'll say one
The
thing.
bro gals.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
The
go.
Browns are going to have the premier football stadium in Ohio, that's for certain.
What? They had to move that, didn't they?
Well,
Because of the flight plane, because
they
the
were
FAA
No,
was.
they fixed that.
they
Oh,
got
did they fix it?
moved, someone pulled some strings. or
Well, you know
whatever.
what? I wonder how much of the unclaimed fund money they were using for that stadium that they greased the FAA with.
Well, you know that stadium is a big, big investment.
Oh yeah.
I know that people, they cry about the fact that the state has contributed X number of millions of dollars to make it happen, but the the business that it's going to generate for that area and around the, you've already got the airport there.
Well, you got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in close proximity.
I had an office in, I'm trying to think which of the buildings. It was one of the theaters in downtown Cleveland. I was like on the 23rd floor or whatever, and I had an office, and it wasn't really an office. It was where I had my internet equipment. So I was doing internet from Cleveland, and I have to drive 3.5 hours to go to the office. I didn't do it every day, but I would go up there periodically because I had servers in this little room on the 23rd floor of this, and it was there's a couple of theaters in downtown Cleveland that are right next to each other, but you're like 2 blocks over from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The lake's right there. Downtown Cleveland is a pretty neat place.
So are they trying to make? Is this stadium going to be domed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's where the Bengals messed up. If they would have put a dome stadium down there along Riverfront, they would have been having, like Cleveland's trying to do, all the arena, all these arena shows for concerts and the NCAA. Because didn't they move the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees now and all the ceremonies? They moved them out west to L.A.
Yeah, it's in California.
Yeah. So now they get that dome stadium. You could bring it back and seat 60,000 people there probably or more for the Hall of Fame inductee and the concerts that they all throw when they come into the Hall of Fame.
I mean, Cleveland, when they built the arena for basketball, the new arena, when they redid the baseball field, Cleveland's, we make fun of Cleveland. I always made fun of Cleveland, Toledo.
Mistake by the lake,
the armpits of Ohio. One's on one side, one's on the other. But Cleveland really, I got I guess a new view of Cleveland.
They've stepped the game plan the last few years or last decade or so.
Yeah, and I mean it's a big industrial city. You can't get around.
Well, it's right on the lake. Yeah,
but
so
I can remember, and I've talked about this on the show when I think I was probably a sophomore in high school. We went to a Cleveland Browns game, my varsity club, Varsity B. And at that time, there was a very popular burlesque house called the Roxy in downtown Cleveland. So we went to Cleveland, and we stayed at a hotel. It was outside of Cleveland, and we took the rapid transit train. Yeah, it's over here bugging me now. We took the rapid transit. We're talking about the fly. We took the train.
Not the train,
into
the fly.
Cleveland.
Yes.
It goes in the tall building that you see, the older style building,
Right.
is a mall, and it also all the trains come in underground underneath the stadium. So anyway, my varsity club, we're all in these orange jackets with white, inserts on the. But for some reason, we get on this train and. The people thought I think we were a gang or something because they were looking really paranoid about the fact that we get on this. But we go downtown to the Roxy Theater, and I'm a sophomore, so it's the seniors and the juniors. They're running the show. But you put your $5 on the in the window there, and they take your $5. They don't ask you how old you are.
Just go on.
You go into this theater, and there's movies and there's stand-up comedy. It is some burlesque, but it's also. I think it would be soft porn probably, but and this is what I'm doing as a sophomore in high school. And then we go to the game, and that was when Leroy Kelly was the running back for the for the Browns.
Yes.
And I can remember there were a lot of good Cleveland Dallas games. I think they might have even been in the same conference at the time.
Yeah, Cleveland, Dallas, and the New York Giants.
Exactly.
And Detroit.
Yeah.
They were all battling every year.
Yeah, that was a serious time in football. And of course, growing up at my age, Cleveland was the only team anyway. And I can remember waiting, all Sunday morning for the Browns to play on Sunday, afternoon, because that was the game that you were watching. And even now, as much as I like the idea that we still have the 2 football teams, I'm still pissed off at the team that's in Baltimore. Because what do? They they move the team.
Yeah.
And what do? They win
Yeah, they win 2 championships.
Exactly. So I'm thinking that's our team. That's not their team.
Well, it's like the folks in Baltimore too when the Colts moved in the middle of the night with the Mayflower
really
moving
sneaky.
van. Yeah, that you do that in the middle of the night. Next thing you know, you see the trucks over in Indianapolis unloading for the the Colts,
Yeah.
and they won a couple championships, with Peyton, and won a Super Bowl and a few divisional titles and AFC titles. So yeah,
Well, I will be interested in seeing this new stadium and the development of, because there's going to be all kinds of dining and
oh
entertainment.
yeah, you're going to have so many
It's sort of like
private.
Camden Yards in Baltimore, when they
Yeah.
built that facility.
It's going to be set up, like the Green or the Fairfield Commons, except
Exactly.
there's some odd $1 billion football stadium in the middle of
It's
it.
going to bring a lot of business to the area. So, what the state of Ohio is contributing to develop that kind of a business base is, as a businessman, I look at it as worth it.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
As a taxpayer, I look at it as worth it.
they're saying they get this built and they have the opportunity to receive a Super Bowl.
Oh
They
yeah,
have the opportunity to get a WrestleMania,
Absolutely.
and they're just endless with a facility like
Yeah.
that.
So it's worth its weight, so to speak. In
oh yeah. I
gold.
mean, the Vikings did the same thing. They built their dome, and 15 years later, they had Super Bowl bouncing in their front, bouncing through
Well,
their front
they'll-
windows.
When that stadium gets finished and things start developing out, they will get a Super Bowl.
Oh
right
yeah,
off the
and they'll get a Final
They always
Four
like to hit those new stadiums,
within the first 5 years after they're built.
Right.
And the NCAA will bring their championship, the Final Four, to there.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you'll ever steal the Big Ten football championship away from
Indianapolis?
Indianapolis.
No, that's
It's
That's
too
too
central.
centralized.
yeah, that's
Cleveland's
locked
a
in
little
stone.
Out and out of the way, but still, any way you look at it, it definitely will do a lot for the city of Cleveland.
Oh yeah, and the surrounding communities.
Absolutely, all that whole area will just blossom. So it's worth the investment. I think.
Hey, Boney's been busy today. He just sent me another message. He said the Cincinnati Bengals must have ordered line dancers instead of an offensive line.
That might be.
I know.
Well, you know what? Flacco hadn't been hit that much. Really?
He's feeding you this stuff. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Flacco.
It wouldn't be me.
I think of Flacco's 4 games, he's only been sacked 3 times, 2 times.
It is remarkable.
But he gets the ball out a lot quicker than Joe does, and he doesn't try to continue the play like Joe wants to. Flacco, if it's not there, get rid of it, play the next
He's
down.
kind of an old style quarterback, So I think, but to be the age that he is,
Oh, yeah.
It
will be interesting when they go to Pittsburgh Saturday or Sunday, but they'll end up, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess only time will tell.
Yes.
Who do the Browns play this next weekend?
They got the Ravens.
Oh,
They got the Ravens.
Is it
well, I guess it won't be a throwback.
Baltimore or is it in Cleveland?
It's in Baltimore.
In Baltimore, okay.
Yeah.
I know they play the Bengals like the last or next to last game of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bengals have got a tough stretch because they got Baltimore twice, they got Pittsburgh this week, they still got Cleveland, they've still got a couple other.
Other divisions are tough. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at football, people just don't realize it, but this is a fairly tough division that they play in. All the teams in there are competitive. Yeah. Maybe they'll pick up another quarterback. I just wish we get rid of Dak in Dallas. We could, and Jerry could go with him. If they could do like a 2-for, where they get rid of the owner and they get rid of, I don't know.
Well, the funny thing I saw on Facebook was somebody was suggesting that Burrow's going to get traded to the Jets for 3 first-round picks because the Jets were sitting on they got 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner, who went to Indianapolis. They got 2 first-round picks for him. They already had 2 begin with, so they've got 5 first-round picks in the next 3 years.
Well, Brown covets quarterbacks, so it might be hard for him to let go unless he really can see them picking up. I mean, what quarterback can you see on the horizon? Well, the Ohio State quarterback.
Well, they've still got the Sanders kid who's never been able to get on the field. As bad as they're playing, they should have him on the field by now.
They say Ohio State's quarterback will probably be a #1 draft choice.
He's still, 20, he'll be in the class of 27?
Yeah, he's the premier quarterback heading that direction, so who knows? But I still think that the Cowboys will end up with Burrow.
So you think, or is it wishful thinking?
Well, it's part wishful thinking, but it's also part just irritating the hell out of my friends that love.
Yeah, well, they got Logan, so they might as well join Logan and burrow together down there and get rid of Dak and maybe trade Chase down there, and you got Chase and C.J. Lamb together. So
It's the whole package.
Oh yeah.
We'll just,
They have a team.
All Jerry's got to do is just give the Bengals the stadium, and we'll just rename it Cincinnati South.
Well, I mean, Jerry's got the money. There's no question. That's the most,
Yeah, anytime you got a stadium like that in this Jerry world.
the highest valued of any professional sports team. But anyway, so is Boney sending you more crap?
No, he's kind of laid off, but yeah, he's.
Don't
But
pop in it.
I got the document here. It's signed by Boney. So
It's signed. How does he hold a pen with those bony fingers he has?
It's all jaw work.
yeah,
Really?
yes,
Yeah, he's just got to ask
Yeah.
Joe.
yes.
Yeah, Joe's all jaw.
Oh, jeez, we're going down. We're having. You can tell it's Friday, folks. We're all slap happy and having a good
And
time.
it is 8:40, so we're going to take a break.
And then we'll come back with Today in History.
Yeah,
or
before we
this-
go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Today in
you
history
keep
and some
saying
Murphy
that, though.
news and all that good
yeah.
stuff.
You're off.
Oh yeah, I got some of them.
Recently unearthed documents dating back to 40 BC confirm Noah's Ark really did wash up in northern Kentucky.
Complete with a gift shop and concessions.
And still no mention of unicorns.
Yet the same document shows how you can earn a handsome income mailing envelopes from the comfort of your own hut.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Helpful, hopeful, made-up stories like these and what's coming to the Murphy Theater on your weekly edition of The Murphy Report.
The Murphy Report. Find us at themurphytheater.org or the Murphy Theater YouTube channel.
A new Murphy Report drops every Monday morning.
That's not the only thing that drops first thing Monday mornings, Amanda.
When you have to know, count on your one source for useless, made-up news. The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. Stalled airport escalators leaving behind thousands of stranded passengers.
break out the overnight cots. It's a slumber party for the ages.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
News to brighten your day and keep you safe.
That and all the latest news about the Murphy, Ohio's hometown theater. It's what you've come to expect. It's what you deserve.
With The Murphy Report. Every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
The Murphy Report. Airports might have broken escalators, Amanda, but the only thing breaking here is the news.
Have you ever slept in an airport overnight, Steve?
Every Friday, Amanda.
That's the day they delouse your complex and spray for roaches.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. When fast food takes longer to order than it does to eat,
all the heartbreaking news you've come to expect from us.
and some you don't. I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Leave real news to others. We'll give you all the made-up news you need to know.
Along with the facts about Ohio's hometown theater, the Murphy.
Like the special gift recently left for us in the balcony ladies' room.
Nuggets of newsworthy newsiness, only on the Murphy Report.
The Murphy Report. Find us on our website, themurphytheater.org, or on our very own YouTube channel with a new story every Monday morning.
The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us.
I think they were just right. They were probably losing money and writing off that probably whatever else they're involved in, and we're back on the air, but whatever else, and we're talking about Destination Outlets Mall, and WZAA, the radio station there in Jeffersonville that we have, we had our studio in Destination right next to Michael Kors, and we were there I think 4 years, but all that we saw was a continued decrease as stores left
Right.
in foot traffic. And, I particularly felt bad for the individuals that were small businesses.
Right. Well, they had that one sports store that was up there in the
They
same
were-
row with us.
Well, that toy store,
Yes.
the pretzel store, which was his wife, but, it was a husband and wife. They owned the pretzel place and they owned. But the point was, there were a lot of good ideas that just got driven into the ground. The idea of the dog park and dogs welcome in a lot of the stores.
Yeah.
And also the fact that they had the store that made the dog treats.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff like
of
that.
course it closed up a couple years ago.
Exactly, and they did dog grooming there and all that. They even put in a doggy,
Shower.
a shower, and that was right there next to the dog park. And that was there for it was less than 6 months. They took it out.
Yeah.
Because I don't, once again, I don't know.
I heard some rumors, but I'm not going to elaborate. Get into it.
Yeah, you worked there too, so and the coffee shops, there were a couple of them, that one after the other, that did well in other places like
Right.
Jamestown and that, but they didn't have the
Well,
traffic that they needed.
It's like I said before, when I was up there last year, I got hired on by Under Armour to work the holiday season. So I went up there and worked a couple days before Thanksgiving. Worked Black Friday for like 7-8 hours. Was supposed to work, and it was scheduled on that Saturday after Thanksgiving from 4 to 8, something like that. I didn't have my phone with me because I was watching Ohio State and Michigan, and how that fiasco game ended up last year. And I roll into the store, and they said, "Rick, we're trying to get a hold of you." I said, "Yeah, no, I don't come in till 4. No, we want you to stay home. We're that slow the Saturday after Thanksgiving."
Wow.
And we ended up closing the store an hour early.
Yeah.
So that's just how dead that place
Well,
is
and
nowadays.
you had Pepperidge Farm was
Oh,
probably.
they were great in a day.
Yeah, they were and they had those Tuesday sales.
Oh, yeah.
Where you go in Tuesday and they had everything on sale. And
Well-
there was a lot of good things that were there. In fact, when I first moved the station there, because I was talking with the ownership, even the owners that were, because some of them were in New York, and there was the one guy that was in Toronto. And the guys in New York, the first thing they did, which was I think a critical mistake, is they fired the on-site
Store manager.
and also the social media group.
Yeah.
And thought they could do all that from New York.
Remote.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to do social media from New York. Now, I know they had the launch that was open, and they got kind of sidetracked and couldn't get the liquor license when they wanted to.
Right.
And since then, they've got Dora there, which is the same thing we've got here in downtown Wilmington, and you see in a lot of places.
Yeah.
The other mall that was further north, that's had Dora for 10, 15 years. There's not any bars or restaurants in there that I...
Not anymore, no.
They turned it into a business park.
Yeah.
But they're starting to do more up there than they are, in the old...
Sounds like I need to take a little road trip up there, because the old days it was just stores were hit. I think it was just so spread out that one a few miles north that nobody really wanted to go there.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to go to the Reebok store, you just drove up and parked in front of the Reebok store. You
Loaded
went in,
up and
you
left.
There
Yeah.
was no foot traffic, and it was so vast. You wasn't going to walk
Well, the
from
parking
one
was
side.
in the center, but they said the reason that they built the new one, because it was both Tanger, but they built the new one was because they were playing to women who are doing most of the spending. Men like the idea that they can drive in, park right in front of the
And
store,
leave.
walk in,
Oh,
get
yeah.
what they need. That's just a man.
We've got the blinders on. We go after our mission.
That's right. Women like to,
Browse.
flit around, and they like to shop, and that's why the other mall, much like the Green and some of these other malls that are built, where you have to actually walk through all. Well, look at Easton. Some of the places that they've got, you're walking for blocks and blocks and blocks because it's so vast. And that's why they built the one south there on 35. And at first, I am assuming that it was pretty successful, because when we first we took our space in
Oh, yeah.
Destination Outlets, They were at 60% occupancy. Within about a year of them, they were at 80%. So they actually added stores. More stores came in. And then whatever triggered it, the exodus, the mass
Oh
exodus.
yeah, I mean, even when I was at Nike before we pulled out in 23 or 24, I think 23 Nike pulled out. In the main aisle where the food court used to be, you actually had a Foot Locker there, or another big sporting goods store there.
Right.
So we could roll down there and check it out and go back to our store. But yeah, Pepperidge Farm was great. Casual Mail, as I call my Fat Man store, it was great to have it right there.
Yeah, there were
Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. So like I said, you had all the small stores that just bit the dust for some unknown reason.
Well, and I don't know. Once again, I don't know whether it was because some of the stores, like I said, some stores were paying rent. Some stores, the bigger anchor stores, they were literally giving them rent free.
Yeah.
But they also had problems with roofs leaking.
Oh, at Nike, that was it. Our roof was leaking, and then we also went one summer without any air conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was 85 degrees, anywhere between 83 and 86 in the store.
I don't think the air conditioning ever worked in the suite that we moved into, but they didn't tell us that, and we didn't find that out. In fact, I don't even know. I think that the heating worked, but the air conditioning didn't work because and they said the electric, because I know there was some kind of a short or something, and the power was off for a while, and they said that those electrical banks that were in behind at the back of the store now, they were like 40 some years old. Jeez. And they'd never been updated or anything else. So there were other issues, I guess you could say, that might have contributed to some of this. But ultimately, whether they started to raise rents on certain people or not, I felt bad for the little businesses because I knew they were paying rent, and
they were struggling.
Well, they literally gave their business up, and the mall took it over, and they were running, for instance, the toy store for a while. They were running, the dog park and the business that was doing the dog tree.
Yeah.
But they could only do so much. They weren't certified to trim, hair or anything like that for the dogs. So, eventually it didn't work trying for them to find people that would run those businesses for them. And they're still in New York. They didn't have anyone on premise. So if there were any complaints or any problems, you had to literally deal with people in New York City.
Like I said, it's an absentee landlord. It's all it is.
You can't run a mall like that way and expect it to be successful. And everybody that pays money to be in a mall like that, they figure they're going to get some traffic, and they weren't getting the traffic. About the only thing that I think is still there that's been there, sort of the mainstay, was like the Pottery Barn.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's still there.
I'm going to go visit Under Armour this afternoon because I still got a $60 gift card I need to burn up.
You better burn it quickly.
That's why I'm going up tonight,
never
up today.
Yeah. But, I mean, some of those, were there from the original,
I remember years when Austin was in high school, his 8th grade year, we went up to get a pair of shoes. And I was in the chair, and the parking lot was completely full. So I just dropped him off at the door, gave him his money, said, here's what size shoe you need, here's what you want to buy. And a half hour later, he comes out because there's no place to even try to park a wheelchair.
The place was packed the first year we were there, that Christmas. It was packed. I mean,
yeah.
There was wall-to-wall cars in both the front and the back lots.
Yeah, well, my brother, who for a long time was on the Jeffersonville Fire Department, and they had to work shifts all night on Black Friday, starting at Thursday night all the way into Friday afternoon to help control traffic from one mall to the other. There was shuttles where you could park at one mall and go to the other. There was people parked on 71 along the road climbing over the fence.
Yeah.
It was a hopping place.
They were going.
It was just a sight to be.
Yeah, they were parking on 71 north or southbound, and then running crossing interstate 4 lanes of traffic at 65 mile an hour at midnight.
Yeah, when you had those both the malls open and had shops and it was drawing a lot of and it was a central location. See, that's what I liked about the idea. I thought there was so much potential for those locations simply because you're in between Dayton and Columbus and Cincinnati, and you can come from Chillicothe.
Well, and then what also hurt us when they put the mall down in Monroe. When they did that, because we were we were the only Nike factory store basically on the I-71 corridor. I mean, they had one in Rookwood after it had opened, but until they did that.
And I think that the other thing is, I think that if you look at just the retail business in general,
After COVID, everything shot.
a lot of those so-called outlet stores you would go to because a lot of their their main stores would send all their merchandise to those outlets, mark it down, and you would get number one brand merchandise at reduced prices.
Yeah, I mean, Nike even had special shirts and clothes made just specifically
That's
for the
what
outlet
happened.
malls.
But see, that's what happened. They started making clothes specific to so that the quality started to decrease, and they did it because they could make them cheaper, and they were still making a much better profit. And I think that's where they sort of went awry, went off the track, because instead of getting the same stuff that you could get like when you went to Reich's and you saw all this high-end name brand merchandise, you were getting stuff that was made specifically. Uncle Punky's.
We're still trying to kill that fly that's been here all summer.
Yeah, the
He has.
fly has been here longer
But
than we have.
I think that led to part of the demise as well, because people then they got smart and they said, "Hey, I'm not getting the same merchandise that I got for the, I'm not saving any money because this stuff is of a lesser quality in cases."
I mean, we got a lot of stuff in stores that went out of business. Other mall items that had closed from other malls. I mean, that's why we had, all those shoes because
That's what an outlet mall is supposed to.
Yeah, and you really couldn't find some of them shoes anywhere else except ours. I mean, we'd have Jordan retros coming in and everything else, and it was crazy back when I first started there in 2014.
And of course, Amazon didn't help things. The fact that, and young people, and that's the other thing you got to remember, the trends change.
Oh, yeah.
Young people would much rather just get on their phone, order what they want.
Not worry about.
Sort of like going back to the man that wants to just drive into the mall, park in front of the store.
Right.
Well, young people, they don't want to spend all their time shopping anymore. They know what they want. They see it, whatever.
Well, they're saving gas. They're saving hassle of getting there and back in traffic, and maybe even eating out.
Well, it's just like eating out. Eating out, young people are more aware of the healthier, lifestyle. They try to eat better. So I think that it's just a matter of demographics. As the demographics changed and young people were more of the buyers rather than the older people, all that turned around and put a lot of these shopping centers and malls out of business. And that's probably part of what we saw. But anyway, are we doing this day in history finally?
Well, you want to take a break? It's 3:09, and then we'll come back with history.
And when we come back this time,
We promise.
we will do the third time's the charm.
And we're singing it. Oh,
You're going to sing this day in history?
Yes.
Oh, that might be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll try that.
we
We'll
won't
be
do it
back.
today though.
Well, I'm gonna have to wrap it because my very first one is: are we off the air?
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers market. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and our
Mayonnaise, it's not just for breakfast anymore.
Just ask my armpits.
I'm Amanda Martin,
And I'm Steve Burnett. Those stories and more.
including what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater. It's a museum with a stage, downtown Wilmington.
That's what you can expect on The Murphy Report. Journalism with integrity.
And just a touch of sass.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and on our own YouTube channel with a new report every Monday.
Now, you put mayonnaise on just about everything, don't you, Amanda?
I do, Steve. How about you?
I'm allergic to most condiments. The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us. How a basket full of newborn kitties steered a 20-ton luxury cruise liner to safety.
saving more than just 9 lives.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Feel-good stories that we make up just for you every Monday morning.
One would say it's a perfect way to start the week.
Why would anyone say that, Steve?
No idea.
These stories and the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater on The Murphy Report.
Hey, Amanda, what's the first thing a kitty says when it's being held at gunpoint?
I give up.
Exactly. The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us.
I'll bring us back in. Yeah, on David's Drive, Wilmington College, it's a 120,000 square foot facility.
Yes,
Where the Bright Farms, they built these facilities all over the country, close to metropolitan centers, so that they could
Easy shipping.
They could grow it and then ship it into Walmarts and
Kroger's and stuff,
and
yeah.
all that. And so that we have one over by where the Clinton County Jail is on David's Drive, and they just closed it. You know, they closed it a couple years back.
Yeah.
And Wilmington College, which I think is brilliant on Wilmington
Oh,
College's
What
part.
would they do? Buy it last year or late last year?
Right, and so and they're an ag school. You know,
Yeah.
Wilmington College is known for its agriculture, and this facility just ties right in.
Oh, yeah, and it plays
to
it
me,
back
was-
up to their
It was
property.
an absolutely brilliant move on their part. I know colleges, it's like cities and counties. If they see a building vacated, they want it.
Yes.
You know, so you might have 20 buildings in Clinton County that are for government. You know, and you think, why do we need all these buildings for all these different things? But when they got the campus over there near the jail, and they turned that into the BMV and all that, I thought that was a good move on
Yes.
the county's part. This Bright Farms thing for the college is that same kind of move. It's a brilliant move. The facility was sitting empty, and all it was going to do was deteriorate.
Fall
and
apart.
so it's got. I assume it's still got all that lighting.
Yeah.
The
I think all the interior all the interior fixtures are
was
still there.
intact.
Yes.
So I mean, they had these grow lights. You know, the whole place at night you'd go by there, and it was just absolutely lit up. And so I think that this will really help Wilmington College with recruitment and getting students in even more for agriculture. There's probably going to be a lot of neat developments come out of the college having that kind of location.
All right.
A lot of excitement. Hey, are we going to do
Today in history.
Are we singing it or are we
No,
rapping?
I'm not even going to attempt to wrap it on
We're
Friday.
not gonna wrap
I,
it.
I can give Sean my chicken scratch.
We'll wait for Joe.
Yes. All right.
Joe's
You got anything down there? Or?
No, I'm just eye candy here.
Oh,
Wow.
woo. All right.
Joe.
Well,
He figured it out.
yes,
He figured
yes.
it out.
Matter of fact, he's even
This
sitting
is the chair.
in Joe's chair.
Yes.
And that's a big chair to fill.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So in 1832, today, November 14th, the first horse-drawn streetcar by John Mason debuts in New York City. The fare is 12 cents, and the rides were on 4th Avenue between Prince Street and 14th Street.
But what was the name of his horse?
I couldn't find it. I got one later that you'll like because I dug a little deeper in it because I knew you liked the
I
facts.
like the details.
Before there was young Sheldon, in 1834, William Thomson, later scientist Lord
Klein, Kelvin, enters Glasgow University in England at the age of 10 years and 4 months.
Wow.
1851, Moby Dick, the story written by Herman Michael, is published by Harper and Brothers in New York City.
Wonder if I'm related.
1856,
Michael.
Oh.
1856, American Gail Borden is issued a patent for the first technology related to his invention of condensed milk.
Ooh.
Oh.
Lord.
I thought you were going to say the vibrator.
1883, Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson is published by Castle and Son. 1957, Milwaukee Braves hammer and Hank Aaron wins the MVP. 1960, Ray Charles' song "Georgia on My Mind" goes to #1 in the U.S. charts. And unfortunately, this probably was the beginning of the Vietnam War. 1965, the U.S. government sends 90,000 troops to Vietnam.
Was that under Johnson?
Probably was in
He
1965.
had it, didn't he?
Bingo.
68, Yale University announced it was actually going to go co-ed.
Oh. Someday we'll do that here.
Co-ed.
Yes. I want to get this date right here. I can't read my own
I
chicken
think
scratch
Joe's
right
having
now.
a sex change. That's the reason.
That's what's going on?
You got,
Do you guys remember the Marshall tragedy when the plane
When the
crashed?
plane crashed.
What year was that? Was that 76, 75,
It's
76?
in the 70s.
But it was happened on this day today. I want to say it's 1976. Unfortunately, the Marshall plane went down, the
Killed the whole
DC-9.
team,
Yes,
coach.
75 players and staff coaches were killed, unfortunately, on that tragedy. 1986, SEC, the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. Hang on a second here, folks. Imposes a $100 million fee on Ivan Betsy Burkowski for inside trading.
Did they ever hear of Nancy Pelosi?
No.
Wow.
This was a pretty cool one here. 1991, during the height of the MTV, of course, Michael Jackson's black and white song videos with groundbreaking Bephomorini. How you say that? They were changing into people different.
oh yeah.
Metamorphosis?
Yes. Effects. So his groundbreaking effects premieres on 27 countries on MTV, Fox TV, BBC. So he was on, that song premiered in 27 different countries all at the same time.
He was big then.
Yes.
Yeah, any younger folks out there watching, MTV actually
Played videos.
played music at
Yes.
one point.
Right. And the very first video was the video killed the rock
Yeah.
star. And this is for you, Rick.
Oh, okay.
2018, astronomers discover a super Earth planet, which is 3.2 times bigger than our planet, Earth, orbiting the red dwarf Barnard star. Light year is 4 light years away. A light year is
Relatively close by light year standards.
the light year is 5.897 times 10th to the 12th power in miles. So a light year technically is 588 trillion miles.
Well, just think about it. The Voyager spacecraft just hit a light day after 50 years in space.
Yeah.
One light day, not light year, light day, and it's been traveling for 50 years.
So that was my today in
That's a
history,
fur
folks.
piece, as they say. in the
Yes.
country. Uncle Punky, did he cover all your dates?
He hit one. He hit one.
I saw the one you were scribbling
yes,
on. And
Yes.
I was expecting to hit that Gibb slap in the back of my head as he was writing down. Because Sean was going, "Hey, he took one of yours," and he's going, "Yeah, I know."
He pointed it out.
That's that bingo card.
Which one was it?
Oh, it's on this page.
It was Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Ray Charles. Okay.
But I
Oh,
have-
that's right. You had rock history. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I had more to it, too.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'll announce that later. To change it up, do famous birthday.
Famous birthdays?
Yep.
Do we have to guess their age?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
And there's not very much detail.
Yeah, I was starting to have my teeth pulled on those.
The other day, you asked that same question, and Joe said no, and then he asked you how old they were.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
He doesn't even half the time realize what he says or.
Yeah.
Joe. All right, so what do we got here? Famous birthdays.
1948, King Charles of England. His birthday, Charles III, today.
So when we say the third, is he the present?
is he the present King of England?
That's what I understand.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And then, 1954, Condoleezza Rice was born on this date.
Okay.
And you guys will know this. 1955, Jack Sikma, NBA center, was born today.
That was 4 years before my time.
Yeah.
These are famous birthdays.
Yes. 1963, Scott Bloomquist. No idea.
Who is that?
Scott Bloomquist. He played baseball.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
1960, something I remember, humor. 64 is Bill Hemmer from Saturday Night Live.
What's that?
Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
I think.
Bill Hemmer's Fox News, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
I've never heard of Bill Hemmer.
I don't know. I thought he's a comedian.
And I think he's from Ohio.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
Well, yeah. 1966, Kurt Schilling.
Know him.
Well,
Yes.
that's all.
Heard of him.
Blood on the sock in the Red Sox
That's
during
right.
the
He's
World
famous for
Series.
the bloody
Yeah.
sock.
I think I actually went to auction and made some,
Oh, wow.
got him some big bucks.
Yeah, so that was like the Red Sox. Red
Red
Sox.
Sox.
Yes, exactly. The permanent
Wow.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
1972, Josh Duhamel. I think is how you say it.
He's an actor.
Yep.
He's a douche.
Oh. I don't know anything.
Oh.
Hey, here's something I like. 1975, Travis Barker was born today. Drummer for Blink 162.
Oh,
Okay.
you would know that because you're a drummer.
Yeah.
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 Or you claim to be.
I claim to be. Not a good one.
Now,
but
do you
I'm
still have
all
the
right.
symbol in your car?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like
I-
on your
You
dash.
need to bring that in here when they
What's
with
the
Joe's
symbol?
here. You just
Oh, yeah.
keep him
What's its
awake.
symbol?
That's true.
Well, it's an actual physical symbol that you put in the vent. So when I'm driving down the road, I can hit
Hit
this.
it.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. It is.
That's taking drumming to the
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
level.
that's.
Yeah. I did that in my first marriage too.
But is it really drumming when you hit a cymbal?
It's part of it. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's how I got through my first marriage too. I put a
Pounding on the cymbal?
I put a picture on each drum.
Oh, of your current at that time. That's why you're divorced
Yes.
to her. At least.
So yes. Hey, I got local birthdays too.
Oh.
Michelle Helt, and this is actually a classmate of mine at Washington Courthouse.
Well, you went to courthouse and East Clinton. So
Yes.
You have to define that.
Yeah, and this is one of these persons that I found on my Facebook that I don't really know, but it's Michelle or Kristen Dobson's birthday.
So you don't know.
You're a friend, but you don't
I
know.
don't
Hold
know.
her name.
Yeah,
You're hoping she'll friend you, right?
You friended her, she's ghosted you.
yeah. And then we finish up with two Sabinites.
Sabinites. I thought it was Sabinites.
Oh, that's true.
It is, according to the junkyard.
Yes.
It's Sabina.
Yes.
Sabina.
Corey Elliott. I think he's a drummer too. So, for Sabina Church of Christ. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Ryan Vinup is born
Well, you
today.
play drums for your church, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
See, growing up in the Lutheran church, we never had bands come in and play or any of that kind
yes.
of
Or even when I was,
we're Catholic lights, so it's very formal.
Catholic life.
well, I mean, I went to the Methodist Church of Christ here in town when I was growing up with my family, and we never had that. You had the organ player or the piano player, and that was it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that was about as
high tech as we got back in the
Well,
70s.
A lot of the evangelical churches, they have all these, or the Baptist churches,
Full production.
Yeah, they've got, not just the organ players, but they got people prancing up and down the aisles and singing and clapping.
And they got the sound booth with the guy.
I went to a Baptist church that you can see from the State Route 35 as you're going into Dayton. It's on the left-hand side, Smithville Road.
Yes.
Huge Baptist
Oh,
church
yeah.
that sits up there on the hill. And a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go to church with him. Well, I didn't want to tell him no, and I've never been to any other church other than the church, the Lutheran
Right,
church.
yes.
and they started doing all kinds of crazy stuff on stage and coming down into the aisle. Scared the heck out of me. I think I'm still scarred from that. But I've been to several churches since then, that are a lot more evangelical. In fact, there's even an evangelical branch of the Lutheran Church now. So, where they're a lot, and I think that, maybe there are certain other churches. Now, Methodists, I don't think they even dance. A lot of Methodist churches, because I went there briefly when I was young. My parents tried it, I guess. But I was, I was baptized Lutheran. I was married Lutheran, at least my first marriage. I don't know about the other three. I think that was just a justice of the peace. But anyway. So what do we have next?
Well, I have 9. Used to be 10 today in rock history, but yeah. No.
All right.
The Ray Charles thing, 1960. Of course, he said Ray Charles' version of "Georgia on My Mind," but it became number 1 of his top 3 number 1 albums.
So
Oh,
it was
interesting.
The highest selling album
Yes.
of all time.
Okay.
Yes. And then 1970, Santana, which I've played for before.
Smooth.
Yeah, no. Version of Black Magic Woman
Oh, yeah.
raised to number 4 for 3 months in a row. That was 1970. So that's pretty good.
Couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah. 1979, Neil Young released Live Rust. And it reached number 5 in the U.S. charts and number 55 in the U.K. charts, which is kind of cool. So, 1987, your favorite, I'm sure, Sonny and Cher.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Even though they were divorced, they performed I Got You, Babe on the Late Show with David
I think
Letterman.
they did
Yeah.
their best work when they were divorced.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. I got a question for you.
Yeah, 1990, Milli Vanilli.
Oh.
Another favorite.
Yeah.
They just lip sync.
Yes.
They got busted.
Yes. And this is interesting. Producer admits artist never sang on the album,
It was all the backup singers, I think,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
but they had to return their new artist Grammy that year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that track skipped back, it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was. They didn't call it lip syncing; they called it tracking.
Yes.
So when Santana was stuck in number 4 for
Yeah.
those 4 months, it'd been curious to see what 1, 2, and 3 were.
Ooh.
That held them in place. I know that the Beatles
Yeah.
held a bunch of people in second place for years. Michael Jackson, all these groups coming up in the 70s. You couldn't catch a break and move up
Yeah,
to number
because
1 because everybody was stacked.
Yeah.
Sure.
You had some super artists.
Oh
back
yeah.
then.
Oh, yeah.
You had a lot of singer songwriters back in the 70s and
That's
early
right.
80s.
Yeah.
Speaking
Now it's all
of
AI.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, 1996, he marries pregnant Debbie Rowe in Sydney, Australia.
Now was that Paris? Which one of his
Prince
kids?
Michael.
Prince. It was
Prince
Prince.
Mike.
Prince.
See, I have details.
Now I saw something from Paris Jackson
Yes.
where she had been involved when she was younger in a lot of drugs and stuff like that. And she said she regretted a lot of that, and she literally had a hole in her nose. Now I don't, think, I don't think it was
septum.
visible from the
Yeah.
outside, but there was a hole in her nose, which
You're
has
fine.
caused her problems as she got older.
Oh, yeah, sure.
From the drug use. So I'm assuming that must have been sniffing something up her nose.
Yeah, because those were all surrogate pregnancies. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Hey, interesting fact about this. This is news that we need to know. When you're a kid and you're riding snowmobiles on 729 south of town, going down the ditches and it's not good to run 70 miles an hour and hit a curb sign.
Oh, yikes.
Good call.
Yeah, I actually have the worst deviated septum in any ear, nose, and throat.
Yeah, and it was a
doctors.
curve sign that you hit.
Yeah.
You didn't curve.
No.
Oh.
I look like, I had the raccoon eyes. I had black spots down here and everything. It was.
I thought you was going to say
you
you
were a
had the.
handful when you were young.
Gosh,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
told you?
Yeah, they also say don't open your mouth and put on glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to swallow a bee or a bug doing 70 mile an hour.
The grasshopper is
Ooh, yeah.
not good on a motorcycle either.
Well, I remember this past year or 2 years ago, they were having problems with people getting hit by cicadas down in Kings Island on the roller coasters.
Oh, nice.
And people were wearing ski goggles and everything else because you couldn't wear regular glasses because they would fall off.
I think we need a pair of glasses for this fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's over here with me now.
I'm going to get him. But hey, the most important rock news today in 1967, and I think this is, you got to think about the era. I think this is funny. Pink Floyd opens up for the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Ooh, wow.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I wonder if they like Floyd better than they did Jimmy. Because, you have had that happen sometimes.
Right.
People don't like the main act because the opening act outplayed them.
Sure.
Or dropped the bombshell and they couldn't follow up with the same act.
And that's all of my amazing rock trivia.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's absolutely amazing.
Very amazing.
And not that it's a selfless promotion, but it is a selfless promotion. I think because my partner does the programming on the station, but I think that we have a Pink Floyd syndicated show that we play. And we used to be on Sunday. We've moved it around.
Right.
But I think it's on Monday nights on WZAA. So if you're ever in the area or you want to tune in to WZAAFM.com, you can hear that Pink Floyd. It's an hour-long show
Right.
that we get from. I'm trying to think what the guy's name is that does the show, but he does a real good job, and he plays a lot of interesting Pink Floyd
Yeah,
music.
tracks.
Yeah. All right, next.
Favorite Pink Floyd song? Mine's Money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Comfortably Numb.
And you're wearing pink.
Yes.
Well, if you're that big a full fan, the Rose every year, and they usually open up. They're usually there in May every year. Brit Floyd, best Pink Floyd tribute band. I bet they've been on PBS. They sell out
What are
every
they
year.
called?
Brit Floyd.
Brit Floyd.
And they are phenomenal. It's a full 2.5-hour concert. And the last few years, they've actually added another date because the first one sells out in about a day and a half, and then they bring up a second date. But I'll tag you in it next time. They usually pop up in May before everything else gets fired up.
Oh,
Yeah, they are very good. I've seen them every year they've been there.
They probably had to add the extra date because they do the full version of The Wall.
Yes.
Which it takes
It's
up
kinda
2
long.
hours of that 2.5.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
When I used to disc jockey in a nightclub, that was one of the songs that I would put on. So I got a break. I was able to take a break. You play that or the drum solo. Usually our drummer, because we had a drummer that drummed with the music. So we're on stage and I'm disc jockeying and playing the music and he's drumming to the music. But he always got the break. Like I do a 60 minute set, and 15 minutes of that was a slow set, so people could dance slow. But the drummer did not drum during the slow set. He got to go out to the parking lot and do whatever drummers do in the parking lot every 15 minutes.
Wave at their fans.
But
Well, they got to do something before their mini 20-minute drum solo comes up.
that's right. Well, yeah, and Kenny would disappear. There every 45 minutes for 15 minutes, and never stayed in the club. He always went somewhere else. So I don't know where it was, but c'est la vie. So, do we have anything that we want to wrap up before I think we want to do some stuff about the Murphy.
Yeah,
Yes.
we get some major items about the Murphy.
Yeah.
And then, like Sean was already talking about some of the football stuff going on this week, so
Right. We'll want to do some.
we can
sports.
wrap up with that. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff on the Murph.
All right.
So you
Well,
want
so
to
we
do
should-
another break
We'll
and then
take a
come?
break, and when we come back, we'll figure out whether it's sports or whether it's the Murph. But it'll be one of the two, and we'll do both.
Yeah,
and I've got some information because I actually watched this cavalcade of
Stars, which is
The
Saturday
performers
night.
Last night, were on stage doing,
Yes.
their
Rehearsals.
performances, and there was a lot of impressive talent.
For a
that was on.
$10 ticket, you really need to come out. I
Absolutely.
think they've sold 320, 340 tickets at
Yeah.
$10 a piece. So you really need, for Saturday night, $10 ain't going to set you
And
back
I'm not
nothing.
sure who had the dog, but there was a dog that was here in the theater during the performances, and this dog was the cutest dog. He was down there, right there in front of the stage, and these people would get up there and they'd sing, and he'd he was getting into it.
He was
and
having a good
actually
time.
got on the stage at one point. But we'll be back after this break.
How a basket full of newborn kitties steered a 20-ton luxury cruise liner to safety.
Saving more than just 9 lives.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Feel-good stories that we make up just for you every Monday morning.
One would say it's a perfect way to start the week.
Why would anyone say that, Steve?
No idea.
These stories and the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater on The Murphy Report.
Hey, Amanda, what's the first thing a kitty says when it's being held at gunpoint?
I give up.
Exactly. The Murphy Report. If it's news to you.
When fast food takes longer to order than it does to eat.
All the heartbreaking news you've come to expect from us.
And some you don't. I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Leave real news to others. We'll give you all the made-up news you need to know.
Along with the facts about Ohio's hometown theater, the Murphy.
Like the special gift recently left for us in the balcony ladies' room.
Nuggets of newsworthy newsiness, only on the Murphy Report.
The Murphy Report. Find us on our website, themurphytheater.org, or on our very own YouTube channel with a new story every Monday morning.
The Murphy Report. If it's news to you.
It's news to us. A medical breakthrough everyone saw coming.
Self-service examining rooms.
When you absolutely can't wait 6 hours in the ER to be seen for that bone sticking through your leg.
Ouch, get me a bandage.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
News coverage you won't find on other theaters' websites or YouTube channels. Why is that, Steve?
Because they have better things to do, Amanda.
Indeed. Stories like these and what's coming to the Murphy, Ohio's hometown theater, only on The Murphy Report.
You know, Amanda, I used to work in the emergency room.
I had no idea. Did you save a lot of lives?
More like shaved a lot of thighs.
Why'd you quit?
Well, I was let go.
Did you cut someone?
I was just the custodian.
The Murphy Report, a new report brought to you every Monday morning.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Yeah, to my thinking as far as because I mean, I understand, and we're on the air. I understand that as a business person, you are looking at what's best for your customers, your business, and that.
Right.
But when you actually have two businesses that are trying to work together, in some kind of a symbiosis or something, you got to
work out the two
It's
steps.
good for both.
Yes.
It doesn't do any good if one wins and the other doesn't.
Right.
So that's what we have to arrive at. Yeah. Because I definitely there's no question that because that band that they had in there, the jazz band, and
Awesome.
and it when he took the pictures in the window. It was fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, it was beautiful. It was it's everything that I thought Live a Coffee would be. But of course, this was at night, and that's why I'm saying I think that maybe we will be inclined to want to be there in the evenings rather than. And it'll be easier for me to go back and forth.
Balance back between the two of us.
Both shows, yeah. Anyway, so now we've got sports
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll go through some
matchups.
some of the matchups here tonight. Most of the regions around that are fairly close to us, so we can recognize the names, are pretty much in tail of 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds. But there are a few outliers. Division 7, Region 27, you have number 1 Hillsdale playing Sims Valley, and Danville will travel to Waterford. Danville is still in at an 11 seed.
Wow.
So I would venture to say they're probably the largest seed out there that's still playing. They've knocked off Steubenville Catholic and Fisher Catholic to get to where they're at. So
Well, you know,
At us is
parochial
11
schools
seed.
are usually pretty good.
Division 6, Region 24, you got number 1 Tri-Valley. They're playing Coldwater, who comes in at a 5 seed, and that's probably one of their lowest seeds in a while for Coldwater. So they're always
Yeah, they lost
they're
like
always
3
one.
games this year, I think, and of course one of them was to Massey, 14-13.
No, well, that was one of the first games.
That was
of
the second game of the season.
Yeah, because I thought that was kind of unusual. Massey doesn't pull any punches, though. They don't care who they go up against.
Yeah, it will be interesting what the new coach does and his coaching staff.
It'll be interesting to see whether we see Massey running a wishbone. I don't think that'll happen, unfortunately. And that's all Massey's never been known for.
Yeah.
You know, and St. Henry was the same way. I know we did some St. Henry football for a while, and you know, they were big with the wishbone. And the wishbone, you know, no one runs it. You know, no one. And it takes a special quarterback to run those options and things like that. You know.
And number 6 Anna goes to number 2 Northeastern. Anna, they knocked off Mechanicsburg last week. Mechanicsburg was a 3 seed in that game.
Mechanicsburg, didn't they play? I thought we had them on Campus Nation. They played
We
the
did.
Blue Line. Didn't
Yeah.
they? Yeah, the Blue Lions played earlier in the season. And they beat them. They beat the Blue Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the losses, the Blue Lions.
Division 6, Region 23, you got number 1 Centerburg going up against number 5 Colonel Crawford. And number 2 Fort Fry is taking on West Jeff. Division 4, Region 15, the 1 seed New Lex will get number 4 seed Uniota. And Jonathan Alder, the 3 seed, will go to number 2 Indian Valley in that region. Division 3, Region 12 is number 2 Tippecanoe gets Hamilton Baden, and 1 seed London will be facing Jackson tonight in London.
And Jackson is the 4 seed, right?
Jackson's a 4 seed, so you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in that last Region 15 is 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So all the
Pretty tight.
staying chalk there. Division 3, Region 11. It's another chalk region. You got Tri-Valley going to number 1 Bishop Watterson, who could possibly be one of, if not the best football team in the state right
I've
now.
heard that. Well, we did this thing last night, and that was one thing they were talking about. Watterson's pretty tough team.
Funny anecdote. One of the girls on our softball, our travel softball team, she goes to Bishop Watterson, and we were playing down in Ironton on Sunday in the rain and snow. It was just a horrible
Well,
day.
that sounds fun.
Yeah, we was there till 8 o'clock.
Well, gosh.
I asked her. I said, "I'm assuming you guys won. What was your score Friday night?" She goes, "Score what?" I said, "What do you mean what?" I said, "You go to the school with the best football team in the state. You don't know what happened?" She goes, "Oh, I don't think." That's all. Okay. We'll move on.
That's a true softball player.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
So Division 3, Region 11. So Tri-Valley goes to Bishop Watterson, and Steubenville goes to Licking Valley. I'm betting that'll be a pretty tight game. Steubenville, Licking Valley. And rounding out Division 5, Region 19, the perennial number 1 seed who's up there every year, Wheelersburg gets Barnesville, will travel to Wheelersburg, and Nelsonville, York, as a 3 seed, will go to number 2 Columbus Academy. So another 1, 2, 3, 4 region there. So other than those first couple regions, it's pretty much chalk so far everywhere.
Yeah, because I've got D1 Region 4. I always follow all the Cincinnati schools. So, of course, D1 Region 4, you got Elder and Princeton at the pit in Elder. Of course, you got the one, Princeton's a 4, Elder's a 1. Moeller St. X is 2 and 3 at Welcome. Division II, Region 8, you got Anderson playing LaSalle at Anderson.
Anderson's a big team.
Yes. And you sort of got a little, an outsider on this one. Number 7, Harrison, is playing at number 3, Trotwood Madison. And
Trotwood's a perennial.
yes, it is. And then D4, Region 16, you got Indian Hill playing at Taft. And you've got Valley View playing CHCA, which is Christian
Now, was
Hills.
Indian Hill a 1?
Yes.
Yeah, that's who knocked
Yes.
Courthouse
And-
out.
Right.
And then D4, so you got Indian Hill and Taft and Valley View and Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy playing at Valley View. And again, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And Valley View's always
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for London and Baden to win. That may be get a game at Trace, and then probably the winner of 16 Region 4 probably will be played at Mason. I can see them taking the big winner again, D1 between Elder, Princeton, Moeller, and X back up to Wilcom Stadium
And
again
the weather
next
should
weekend.
be pretty nice tonight. Uncle Punky, you've got your weather.
Yes.
What's going to be like, you think, here in this area for football tonight?
59, the high tonight.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to drop during the night, but yeah.
It's still for only
Snow
having
predicted.
for only having really one rain day. Last week was probably the worst Friday we've had all season for high school football for the second year in a row.
Yeah. Friday was tough, but when we did the Buckeyes on Sunday, that was even tougher because it was wet. It was cold, and they did have the one of the club dance teams. These girls, they were huddled up together, and then they came out on the block O on the field for like 10 seconds, and they did one of these parade waves, and that was it. Then they left.
We're out of here.
Yeah, there was no, where's the show? No show.
Yeah, so it looks like around kickoff, which most
7
of these
o'clock.
games are 7 o'clock kickoffs. It's going to be right around 54.
That's beautiful.
And then dip down to 53 and then climb back up after that. So
They're talking 70 Saturday.
yeah.
Or in the Cincinnati
Yeah, so-
area.
So
We'll
and
take 65.
Yeah, exactly.
so get your honeydew list out if you're outside putting your Christmas decorations up Saturday.
Yeah, because the Buckeyes don't come on until 7:30.
Yep,
That's right.
Saturday
Now-
is your day to get that stuff
Well,
done.
see, I'm sort of stuck because my Irish play at Pitt, I think at noon Saturday, and then game day is going to be there.
So that's going to be a big for all.
Yeah.
Well, and we'll be doing the Wilmington College game, and that game is, I think, a 1 o'clock game, I believe. Noon or 1 o'clock. So that'll all be over. So as far as the Buckeyes, we know where Joe Davis will be. He will be with his hairy s'mores, the s'mores with hair in them. Anyway, he will probably be camped out at B-Dubs. And don't forget, the second Wednesday of every month at B-Dubs, 15% of that's generated, as long as you tell them, will come back to the Murphy Theater.
Yes,
Help support the
excluding
theater.
alcohol and something else. Yeah.
Probably cigarettes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was hoping for a little colder temperature, though. Ohio State playing UCLA, I'd like to see the Bruins have a little colder temperature.
I don't think they're going to give
it's
the
not going to
Buckeyes
make any
any trouble.
difference
No,
anyway.
No. And
So-
I heard they're going to have what did they say? I don't know whether they said something about there were going to be 4 receivers at all time. They're doing something special for the UCLA defense that they don't normally do. As far
No,
as
they're going to
most
spread
games.
out four their number one receivers probably
Yes,
and go empty
exactly.
backfield all night long.
Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting game to watch, I guess you could see. Yeah. Maybe they'll light it up.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Going to get into the Murph?
you want to get? Yeah, we can do the Murph real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you the last 3 shows of the year.
What's tonight here?
Tonight is Chicago.
The movie.
Yes, movie Chicago.
$7 individually or
$12
$12
for the family. Yes, next Friday, the 21st is everybody's favorite, Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
Right? Steve Martin.
Yes, John and
John Candy.
John Candy. Yes,
Yeah.
and then the very last show of the year will be Friday night, the 28th before Holidazzle. Everybody's in town anyway.
Right?
The movie Nutcracker, which was filmed in downtown Wilmington and here,
Right?
will be showing. So that's our last movie of the year. Tonight, like I said, tonight is Chicago. Tomorrow night, Rick had already mentioned it, is the Cavalcade of Stars. I checked the
And
website.
I've already heard them. They all some great. There's a gentleman with the most incredible country voice.
Well,
older guy.
yeah, and this theater was set up for acapella, single singing, without very little band behind you. So it's going to be a good time. Like I said, for $10, that still gives you money to go to Fiesta or Mediterranean or the General Denver,
Right.
and come on in. And then December 6th is the Drowsy Lads Christmas. So that will be happening here. And the cool thing was, this last Saturday, we got the sneak peek of 90% of the concerts for next year at the Murphy.
That's right. Yeah.
And we've got a nice variety of stuff coming in. You can go to the website.
The always famous and right out of the chute. Who do we have?
Phil Dirt and the Dozers.
That's right. He always sell
January 12th is Phil Dirt. We've got a new one coming in, the 30th, which is Let's Groove Tonight, EWF, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Which are one of my favorite R&B
Yes.
groups. And, a couple of them are from the Denver area, and as I've related, there is an amphitheater just up in the hills, the foothills we call
Right.
it, outside of Denver, called Red Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a beautiful,
That's beautiful.
amphitheater, and it looks down on the city of Denver. And I got to see Earth, Wind, and Fire perform in that amphitheater there in their hometown,
Right.
basically, and it was wonderful.
Then on February 7th, we have the Dukes of Country. Now, I looked them up on YouTube, folks. You want to look them up and check them out because it's going to be a good night. They're comical. They're really good. They put a good show on. They don't take themselves too seriously. That's what we want.
And we don't.
Right.
We don't?
And
We're
yeah,
serious at heart.
and then for Valentine's Day, we're actually bringing in Heart by Heart. Two of the original members from Heart are in this band. Two of the musicians. I've watched them on YouTube, and again, they are very, very good.
So that's the left and the right ventricle that
Yes,
are coming in.
Heart by Heart, yes. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, folks, but go to the Murphy website, murphytheater.org. You can also stop by the box office here between Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays between 1 and 6. You can get a flyer. The one interesting one I'm really looking forward to this year and see how it happens is May 6th, we have the tribute band to Bread called Toast. They're actually playing on a Wednesday night. We asked them what night they
That's
wanted to play.
unusual.
They wanted to play on a Wednesday.
Wow.
Now, they've done very well at the Ludlow Garage in Cincinnati. They've sold it out. So they're pretty sure they're going to be able to get at least a half a house or a little bit bigger.
I'm sure we'll probably get a lot of Cincinnati.
Yes, and being a Wednesday night, hump day, might as well start, get off work, hit a restaurant downtown, and come on over to the Murph.
Right.
So, like I said, a lot of these are on sale right now. If you're a Murphy member, they're on sale now. They go on sale to the general public the 22nd of November. But I'm going to give a shameless plug to the Murphy here, folks. If you will become a Murphy member, you can go online or call the box
For
office.
as little as $50.
$50 gets you a Murphy member, which people usually do it early in the year so they can buy tickets before they go on sale to the general public. And Steve is still working on more concerts coming in this year. So
yeah, they do year-round.
there's some more stuff in the pipeline that we don't even know about. But I will say probably most of the Murphy members are the cast members, which run $150 to $249, or the directors, which go from $50 to $99.
Or if you got an extra $5,000 laying around, you can get a box.
Yeah, Steph and I are the cast members. So, of course, the more tiered step you are up as a Murphy member, you get a few extra little perks. So, like Steph and I, we usually give them the two and a quarter a year. That gives us 2 tickets to any concert we want.
Now, are you a member of the Tough Club?
No, I will be this year.
Okay.
If you decide you want to jump on up to like the producer level, which is $1,000 to $1,500, you get 6 free tickets to concerts throughout the year.
Is that just one time, or is that for each concert?
One time. So, like Steph and I, we give them the two and a quarter. That gives us 2 tickets for any concert, one time. And then, like I said, you can jump
No
on up.
popcorn. You got to get popcorn.
You got to get the popcorn. You can always jump up to like the celebrity status, which is 3,000 to 45 or 3,000.
That's Joe Davis.
$3,000 to $5,000. That gives you a couple T-shirts. That gives you 10 free tickets. And then if you really want, like I said, Rick said, if you got an extra $5,000 laying around, you can get your box. But that gives you, if you become a Murphy member at the $5,000 range, it gets you 14 free tickets, T-shirts, gets you to the Charlie's Club for popcorn.
And remember, it's all tax deductible.
It is. It is we are
501(c)(3).
Yes. So anything you do is tax deductible. Now, something we're doing different this year is we're just doing one Friday night film instead of a Friday night film every weekend. So,
So there's only one Friday night film?
every month instead of 4 a month.
Okay.
How do we get the Muppet seats?
The what?
Muppet seats where the old guys sit
Oh,
in the box.
The balcony seat?
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the side balcony?
Oh,
that's the 5,000.
Oh, okay.
those are usually gone. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
checked the
okay.
other day when I was ordering my tickets, and they
Yeah.
were already gone.
Okay.
So
I
and
checked
even
too, and they were already gone. So
even the center
I
balcony
had my checkbook out.
already
Oh, okay.
gone. So yeah, so I mean that's the privilege of I don't want to say that's one of the benefits of being a Murphy.
If you want to use one, let me know. I might give
Okay.
one.
might
Okay.
hand you one over.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think
so
my
And
Uncle
remember,
Punky
we in
status.
the balcony have a full bar and
yeah,
some great
restrooms
seats.
and everything. So
Even-
yeah, we
even
got
in
the full
balcony,
bar and
we
everything
have parking.
upstairs. Yeah.
And there's actually restrooms up there.
Yes.
Wow.
So the movies coming
We got it
this
all.
year. The very first one, January 2nd, is Office Space. Then Friday, the 6th of February, we're going to go with Animal House.
That's what's here. We're already here.
We are already in Animal House.
Yeah.
Then Friday, March 13th, to coincide with March Madness, we're going to show Hoosiers. Then April 10th, we're showing Dr. Strangelove. And the reason
Strangelove.
Strangelove. Yeah, Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove, don't shake hands with him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a whole different movie.
Right.
Wow.
So we're just trying to tie some of our movies because the next night at the Murphy would be where you have the Beatles tribute band called Yesterday and Today. And they're an interactive Beatles tribute band where they'll have a bowl, goldfish bowl, whatever you want to call. You can write down your favorite Beatles song and what it means to you. And they will actually pull that song. They'll be pulling songs out of that bowl and then talking to people who want to talk about it. So that's pretty cool. One of Steph's favorite movies, which will be Friday, May 1st, is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, yeah.
To coincide with D-Day on June 6th, June 5th, we're showing the original Longest Day with John Wayne in the original cast. For the 4th of July, the 3rd, or July 3rd, for the 4th of July weekend, I guess I want to say, we're doing the musical 1776.
Oh, okay, that's even better.
For football season in August 7th, we are actually doing Remember the Titans. I think Steve's working on a special deal for high school football players on that one, so we'll see what happens there. September 4th, we're doing School of Rock. For Halloween, on October 2nd, we're doing Psycho, the original.
That's one of my ex-wives.
Psycho?
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, boy, you guys have...
You only have one ex-wife.
Oh, I'm an unachiever.
And then towards November and December. November 6th, we've got the movie Sing. And then to round out the year, of course,
Singing that one.
that's a comical. I guess they do sing in it. I've got to check it out myself. And then, of course,
It's a musical.
yeah, there's a musical called Sing on a movie screen.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. It's good.
And then on Friday,
That's your level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday, December 4th, we're going to show the Muppets Christmas movie. And of course, that Friday night in November, as we did this year, next year we'll have Nutcracker the Friday before Holidazzle. So, of course, the movies are $7 a person, $12 a family. I don't care if you want to, if you want to draw 6 people off the sidewalk who are going to come
Because
see
Joe
it.
Davis is always jumping on me because I say, bring your cousins,
Yes.
bring your... That's a family. And
Yep,
Joe says,
so-
I don't think that's what they mean.
So, like I said, $7 a person, $12 a family. So, come on out. And Murphy, like I said, go to the Murphy website. It's murphytheater.org, folks. Do not
You go
do.
to the website.
If you Google it,
Or better yet, come in.
You can actually call and talk to Joe and the ladies at the box office here inside the office, and they'll take care of you. Remember, all of our fees are included in the ticket price, so there's no hidden fees on top of that. So we do have a good schedule coming out. Just come on out, support us, become a Murphy member, get a little extra.
Yeah. Did you say Muppet movie?
Yes, the Christmas Muppet
They've
movie.
got to put the actors, the old men in the
box.
Yeah.
We've actually
yeah.
Don't we have some? I think Steve has it in his office upstairs, if I recall, because he puts them in the window of his office.
Yeah, like fatheads of them.
He's got some
yeah.
fat
Oh,
heads
Okay.
of them.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't get up there, so I don't know what's in the upper
no,
level of the
that's fine.
Murphy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, if you want to be a Murphy member now, you can actually do it online. You can call Joe today, or call the box or call here after 1 o'clock. Like Rick said, as little as $50 get you a Murphy membership, get your name in the program. Also, you do get a week to 10 days early on buying the tickets before they go on sale to the public.
All right.
And we do have a few
First
more.
choice.
Yes, and we do have like I said, and Rick, talked to Steve. We also have a lot of stuff still on the burners. So it's going to be an interesting year to Murphy, and we've got a few things outside the wall that I know we're bringing back the wrestling again, I think, this year.
Yes, we are.
Where they actually did the wrestling on the
There'll
stage.
be, girls and guys,
Yeah,
high school wrestling.
Wilmington, Massey.
On stage.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did it last year, and it was a real good turnout.
Yeah, Cindy
So-
Ronnie's the one that
Right.
the ex AD
AD at Massey.
Massey, and she's the one that organized and got that all together, and it turned out real well.
So I will shut up for now.
Yeah. When does wrestling start? I'm just curious.
In the next few weeks.
It's a winter sport.
It's a winter.
So
Yeah,
it's-
okay.
Yeah,
In fact,
I remember in our
the
day-
college has already had a couple of meets. I
Okay,
think their
yeah.
first or second meet.
I just remember when I was in school, you're supposed to have a week to 10 days off in between seasons. I don't think that happens
doesn't-
anymore.
No.
It's still. I mean, you as a player, you can take up to 2 weeks between your sport.
Right.
But if you do that, you're just so
You're
far behind.
cooked. Yeah. Yeah, you might take a couple days off on a weekend just to let your body
told
rest.
us this was still when we were in football season, obviously, because we're still in football season. But the girls started at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, the first day legal contact.
Yeah.
They were there at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
before school.
And that's
Jeez.
that's how teams get better.
Right. Well,
stay better.
that was like Wilmington this year. They started off at midnight, then the
Yeah.
morning, that Saturday morning at midnight to do the practices.
Yeah, we used to do that too. At 12:01, we invited parents and everybody to
Oh, yeah,
come
big
in and
party.
watch. Yeah, and get things rolling, do some fundraisers, stuff like that. Speaking of fundraisers, the tack on the Murphy, don't forget on Wednesday Wings for the Murphy, the second Wednesday of every month from 4 to 9, if you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, let your server know that you're there to support the Murph, and they'll donate 15% of your food bill to the Murphy. So,
I'm not sure what day it is, but Fiesta
de Cruz does the
also
same thing.
A similar thing.
Yeah, Fiesta Cruz does that with the Murphy. They do it with, I think, Paul's. They do one day a month on a Wednesday for Paul's or Tuesday. So, yeah, there's B-Dubs and Fiesta Cruz does a real nice job of supporting the nonprofit local groups. Yes.
Right. Yeah, it always helps. All right. We got 8 minutes.
Last words.
Yeah. And last words and testament.
Oh, I got a shout out. Washington Courthouse. Lady wrestler is now in college, Lyndon Gibbs,
and then gives.
and doing awesome in college, and lady wrestler. So that's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
I always was the what was the because this basketball player for the Blue Lions, they didn't call her by her name. What did they call her?
Bob.
Bob. Okay, so she's now is she a senior or did she graduate?
No, she's a senior this year.
She's a senior.
Yeah.
And do we know how she got the name, or because even the announcers and everybody, whenever they don't call her by her name, they call her Bob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, does she own a carpet company?
Yeah.
That almost reminds me of one of the episodes of VR where the lady was from a different country. They couldn't pronounce her name. They called her Bob. Yeah, if you ever want to watch a good ER series or show, see the Blizzard. Very first year it was probably one of their better episodes ever.
And Bob's kind of short for a basketball player,
Yeah.
isn't she? She's not really that tall, is she?
She's point guard.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, so
Got the footwork.
but I mean, ever since the girls, I mean, of course, I've watched her play since she was in fourth grade,
Right, I
being
figured that.
same age as Zoe. So it's all from that. The
Always
first time
been
I've
Bob.
seen her, it was always Bob.
So does anyone know how she got that thing?
I'm sure they do. I haven't heard the story.
The story's not been told,
No.
right?
Inquiring minds
Yes,
want to
we
know.
need to know.
But,
Yeah.
Yes.
I do know from being at some open gyms with the girls and her. She's a great kid, and she's going to have a chance to play some basketball at the next level.
Oh,
nice.
So,
Well, and
so she's a
maybe
quality kid.
Once we get started up in courthouse, we can have some, that'll give us some opportunities, even to bring in some of our
Athletes, yeah,
from the high school,
especially being an evening show, yeah.
and bringing him in and talking to him.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Coach Denon last night at Roosters, and of course they had just got out of their practice and very confident and uplifting on their from what they've seen so far out of their kids. So, so it should be an interesting season.
May have some good basketball, especially on the girls' side. We know the guys are going to be good this year. There's no reason to believe that it's going to be any different than last year.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, as a former basketball coach, it's kind of sad to where the sport is going. I know at the girls' scrimmage the other night, Tuesday night, they scrimmaged Greenview, and the assistant athletic director was saying where they've already got a handful of schools where they don't have freshman boys teams, so they're trying to find some schedule fillers for that. Jamestown at the scrimmage, they didn't have enough girls for a reserve team, so they brought in Fayette Christian to play our reserve team at the scrimmage the other night, and I know
They've done it a couple times, I think, with bringing in Fayette Christian. Maybe it was for volleyball or something that.
Yeah, I know Courthouse brought them in at their scrimmage the other day with Adina as well. So there's just tons of kids that not playing basketball, both on the
But is
boys
that
and the girls
because
side.
They're
East
not
Clinton-
interested any longer, or is that because we're getting girls wrestling squads and
Well,
we're watering down the athletes that are out there?
A little bit of that, but the main issue with basketball is it's grueling season.
It's a long haul.
And it takes effort and want to play basketball. I mean, you're constantly teaching and learning and running, and it's some of the other sports that the kids play. There's a lot more standing and film watching and learning as opposed to up and down. I mean, between basketball and soccer,
Two of the most
it's
thrilling
just
sports.
it's the most two, and kids have different avenues to go down to now. So it's
It's like East Clinton, they didn't have a girls team last year just
Right.
But they
because.
will
Right.
this year.
Will they
they
this
have
year?
one this year.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say, but I think technology's done some of it also. And some of these kids, if they start playing peewee football, basketball, whatever, time they get to high school, they're done with it because
they're
they're
burnt
burned out.
It is. It's a long, and I don't know that you can blame it on like the coaches or the schools but parents, they're very demanding. They expect their student athletes to be out there, and because everybody's going to the NFL or everybody's going.
Well, and now you've got now the kids can get paid for NIL in high school now. That's
right.
going to cause a lot more headaches for the coaches and
I
the
think that the bad
ADs.
Part, and I've said this, I don't like the portal. I do not
No.
like NIL. I do not like the idea that you can bet on, sports.
Right.
And you're going to see more of that. It's not going to get any easier. It's going to be a lot harder to be an athlete and actually compete because of so many ways that you're being pulled like taffy. It's tough. Right.
Yeah, I've already had a discussion with Coach Smallwood and letting him know that my two daughters would not be taking the floor until their NIL money came in. So.
Wow.
You know, it's
So you mean we're going to have a holdout already?
Baldwin is the girls basketball coach at Miami Trace, but Maddie, who has been an intern from Wilmington College,
Oh, soccer player.
She's she's not playing soccer.
Okay.
And the soccer team, by the way, is in the NCAA tournament. They won the OAC in soccer. The women did, but Maddie was getting NIL money. Now I don't know exactly what for because I don't think it was for soccer. But she was getting NIL money, and she even got it, some of it through the summer, I think. So I don't know how that works, but I don't know how you get,
Well, I'm sure if her name was out there,
media.
Yeah, she's probably getting something for broadcasting or some media outlets.
or the social media, like I said.
Yeah, I'm sure she has a few.
Once you sign a
contacts in that
contract,
area.
if you sign a contract with somebody to promote their business, you're going to get it year round.
Yeah, and her father's a broadcaster for I forget which radio station. I think it's the one in Middletown, but it's an iHeart station, I think. But so her dad does a lot of broadcasting and stuff like that. So she wants to be. She's a double major, but she wants to be eventually an athletic director. More power to her.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a good girl.
Now, will that make the middle school sports maybe the truer sport to watch in the future? I don't know.
You keep digging
It's
deeper.
just
Yeah,
it's
it
going to be. It's going to be hit and miss depending on which school district you're at. Because I just spoke about there's a lot of teams that don't have not going to be able to field a freshman team or on a girls' side not going to be able to field a JV team. It's the complete opposite at Miami Trace right now. They have enough girls where they're actually going to have 2 JV teams.
Wow.
And some of the girls who is not going to get as much playing time in the regular JV game before the varsity game, they're actually going to schedule off nights for JV games for them to play, so they can get
The experience and everything.
and some payout for all their practice.
Right.
time.
Yes.
And I hate to use the word progressive, but Miami Trace is a very progressive school system and very, very good school system. And it's sort of like the Clinton Massey of Fayette County in that sense. I relate those two school districts. They operate with the same philosophies in that. So the kids are getting a great education at Miami Trace, and they have fantastic athletes out there. We're just privileged at Campus Nation to be able to do to work with Miami Trace and do a lot of those broadcasts. Although we may have to lop off a couple broadcasters because they get to be very demanding. They want NIL money.
They want NIL. They want free access to the concession stand.
Right.
First off the dibs.
People have asked me and says, they just got, they should have just cut some of these girls and they got too many kids out there and this, that, and the other. And to an extent, probably years ago, that's the case.
Yeah.
Where,
You had your 12 and that was it.
Now, you could have, they have almost 30 kids out there on the basketball. Next year, you might have 15. Because if you cut kids, those kids aren't coming back. And then,
Right.
and then some of the kids who didn't get as much playing time as they thought they were,
They're out.
They're out. So
Yeah, why would you ever
don't
cut?
alienate, especially the young, because most of your extra kids are all freshmen.
Yeah.
So
And particularly for young women, sports is so important as far as in not just development and that, but self-image and there's nothing better for a young woman growing up than to participate, in athletics as far as helping their image in that. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's been a great Friday.
Yes.
We wish everybody a happy weekend. And go out and watch a high school football game. I'm going through all the sports.
Yeah, but the one that the season we're in.
That's right. So anyway, you guys want to wave goodbye?
Yeah, folks.